So, yeah, apparently everyone has lost their goddamn minds lately about UFOs. So, let's talk about it. Science is practically Jekyll and Hyde in their assertions. They're, it's day and night. On one hand, we have Michio Kaku saying we still don't have evidence when we have tons of evidence. Well, Avi Loeb is out here saying Three Eye Atlas is a UFO that is interested in Jupiter. We have an entire mob of government whistleblowers collectively saying what we have all obviously known for decades. The government has UFOs. They have tried to cover it up. They are trying to reverse engineer them. Aliens exist. It's like, yeah, we know all of this stuff. By the way, not a shred of evidence among them to prove it. I think that's important to notice. Not a single shred of evidence. These people are brave public servants to come forward and become whistleblowers. Yeah, well, I suppose. So if that's the case, then what does that make people like me, who've been a civilian enduring multiple abduction encounters in person over the span of decades, yet come forward to be whistleblowers? Well, I'd never know what that makes people like us, because none of these people ever talk about, mention, or advocate for abduction experiencers. You notice that? They don't even acknowledge us as part of the phenomenon. It's as though we don't exist. Interesting. Yes. Oh, it's a threat to national security. Oh, it's secret black projects. Oh, Three Eye Atlas is an alien spacecraft. Oh, they're good aliens and bad aliens. The world seems hungry for answers. And we have no shortage of charlatans who are going to take advantage of this moment. Be aware of them. Do not try to summon UFOs. Do not point laser pointers at them. Do not ever find yourself in close proximity to any craft or being not from this planet. And that is the advice given to you directly and explicitly from a multiple abduction experiencer. Not a grifter, not a guy who's selling you an app so you can talk to aliens with your brainwaves, but a person who has actually been abducted and survived it many times. Take it from me. Now, as far as Three Eye Atlas, I am confused as fuck. I mean, I could totally see how this object has some unusual properties and some small unexpected behaviors. But how we make the leap from it's a comet to it's an intelligently controlled alien spacecraft that is interested in Jupiter is fucking crazy talk to me. Everyone needs to calm down. Yes, that's right. A multiple abduction experiencer just told you to calm the fuck down over thinking everything is aliens. Alright? The irony is that Dr. Avi Loeb has not a single time I am aware of acknowledged the overwhelming and ever-present evidence of UFO and alien visitation to this planet, but is the conductor of the hype train about this object, basically to him a definite constructed craft of alien origin, and is now speaking as to the crew's motives. It's like you can't make this shit up. Firstly, as someone who has met them, been on their craft, been communicated to by them, they do not travel through linear space from point to point. A male gray explained it to me like this. He said, consider a glass of soda. Notice the bubbles which travel freely through the liquid. Everything inside the bubble is immune to the effects of the soda. They apparently create a field around them, which pops them out of the realm of space-time, where they travel in a bubble through what we might call hyperspace. They can travel unimaginably quickly from one place to another. The being, completely unprompted, told me that they can get pretty much anywhere they go in about 45 minutes of Earth time. The idea of these beings traveling through linear space, these lengths of time and distance, is simply not practical or scientific. However, my theory is if it is alien, the best case scenario is that it could possibly be a defunct craft, maybe a dead vehicle with an expired crew. If a vehicle met with an untimely end, which is certainly within the realm of possibility, it could be caught in the forces around it and accumulate in orbit if it is simply drifting aimlessly through space. However, this is every bit as much speculation as Avi Loeb's theory. I'm simply saying that we need to keep our feet flat on the ground and look at the much better evidence for aliens which we already have. I mean, Avi Loeb is making this out like it's a definite, obvious conclusion about Three-Eye Atlas, when he previously hasn't been able to identify anything alien if it pitched a tent in his ass. So, pardon me if I'm a little hesitant to accept his conclusion out of hand. I mean, when you have a guy who is flatly ignoring the obvious to focus on the vague, it makes me fucking wonder. Now, the disclosure movie. Look, I am all for disclosure. Obviously. However, there has been this increasing shift toward who is selectively listened to rather than the amount of evidence which supports their statements. A great example, Lou Elizondo, seen here crashing out over the lack of Oreos in the green room, is one of the biggest violators of the over-promise, under-deliver act that they all have. He knows things, but he can't tell you things. But there are things, secret things, that he can't tell you because they are so secret. But trust me, there are very secretive secrets being kept secret from you. Oh my God, stop already. The website, the book tour, and the entire time, hey, empty pockets. All of these mainstream whistleblowers are shopping around their empty pockets to the highest bidder, cashing in their 15 minutes, all the while giving you nothing in return for it. The same tired stories told by the same faces over and over again. Government, though. Academic, though. Military, though. Not a single goddamn civilian was consulted, but many were harmed in the making of these reports. Also, let me be clear that until further notice, that there are no good aliens. Assume nothing. Please do not buy into the coffee house hippie bullshit that these beings are here to save us or guide us or help us or jerk us off or whatever it is that other people try to tell you they're here for. They are here for primarily one purpose: to exploit us. End of story. They are not here looking for new friends on Facebook. We have things they want or need. They come here to get them. Listen, you don't believe me? They employ deception. They have been witnessed taking things. They have been known to kill, maim, and injure life on this planet. These are facts. I know you don't want to hear that, but it's true. I know we all want to believe that there's a happy ending to this real-life seeming fairy tale, but we cannot take anything for granted. I think that's why most skeptics balk in the face of facts, but don't change course. Fear. They are irrationally afraid, and therefore will accept and employ irrational thinking to bolster their desire to invest in an alternate reality, which is harmful to us. Scientists are human too, and just as susceptible to fear-based logic and bullying rhetoric meant to create skepticism where none should exist. You see, you're conditioned from every point of authority to be unscientifically skeptical. You are programmed to smirk regardless of the facts laid out before you, to be cynical beyond reason, a constant punchline, even though it's no joke. So the ones of you who do believe, you have broken free of your programming. And those of you who still feel the need to scoff, to mock, despite the enormous amount of data which controverts your opinion, do not follow your programming. Resist your programming and enlighten yourself. Because the truth is not just out there, it's right here. Thank you for your time and attention.